We're at WrestleCon, and I'm here with the one and only, the amazing, the SDL, Steph De Lander. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am so good now that I've interviewed you.
Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10.
So this is the biggest wrestling week of the year. And we all have like a dream of WrestleMania moment, right? But I feel like recently with the rise of the indies, it's been not really connected to WrestleMania. And you're doing so many things yourself. You have your makeup brand. You released a music video recently.
Yeah.
So I know it's hard to pick one, but what's the most exciting thing you've done this past wrestling year?
Honestly, right now, the most exciting thing I would say is that in 15 days, I'm going to win the TNA Knockouts World Championship.
Absolutely. We're looking to the future, and it's an if, it's a when.
No, it's definitely not an if, it's a when. And I as you said, I've done so many different things. It's hard to pick one off the top of my head, but yeah, I'm very proud of being on the cover of the PWI magazine. I'm proud of launching my own lipstick brand. There's so many different things that I've done in the last year, so I'm having a great time, and I'm not slowing down anytime soon.
And we just recently saw the resurrection of TNA as opposed to Impact, and it's a brand with such a large history, and it's known for having a great women's division. So how does it feel for you to be a part of it, and what do you bring? How are you going to change it?
Yeah, TNA has a really strong women's division. I feel like they've always really taken the women seriously as competitors, and that's very exciting to me. I think the difference maker is Jordan Grace has been in TNA for years. She's done so many things. She's held the championship. She's a champion right now, but in my opinion, she's reached her ceiling in TNA. I don't know where else she's going to go from there. Whereas for me, there is so much untapped potential between Steph De Lander and TNA that I think I have a lot that I can offer to the Knockouts division that Jordan already has kind of completed. And I feel like she has her eyes set on so many different things, whereas I had my eyes set straight on the Knockouts World Championship. And I think that's the difference between Jordan and myself.
And you yourself, and as well Matt Cardona, whom you're tagging with, you are kind of the faces of the new generation of wrestlers who are not fixated on, sign with WWE or with whatever. And it's like I said, it's the rise of the indies, and you're doing so many things. Do you feel like this is the future of wrestling, or do you feel like you're still going to stay a bit of a unique phenomenon in that?
I think it definitely is the future if people want to create that reality for themselves. None of the success that myself or Matt has had has been accidental. I mean, he's been blazing his own trail for years, even when he was in WWE. And now I've followed in his footsteps, and a lot of other independent wrestlers can follow in our footsteps too. It just depends if they want to take their work to the next level and, create a brand that isn't reliant on one big company. You become your own company. So I'm excited to see what happens with independent wrestling in the next few years for sure.
And I wanted also to ask you about the thing, not to be like negative about it or anything, but there was a press conference where a very disrespectful journalist asked you why you're posting thirst traps.
Yeah.
And I actually really liked your answer. And it also made me think that like whenever male wrestlers post pictures in their trunks, no one says they're thirst traps. And I feel like what you've been doing has been really empowering. So do you want to comment a little bit about how your presentation on social media helps and how it's different as a woman?
Definitely. I mean, I think there are things that men can capitalize on, and I think there are things that women can capitalize on. And part of my brand is my sexuality. And I don't think that's something that's negative. I think it's something that at the end of the day, we are women. It is a male-dominated world and a male-dominated industry. It has been, it always will be. And I think rather than trying to fight that in a way that I can be comfortable, can be respected, can still be taken seriously as a competitor, if there's a way that I can give my lipstick a cheeky name and it's going to sell more, or if I'm going to put, a bikini photo on a t-shirt and I'm going to sell a whole bunch more of that stuff, like, for me, I'm comfortable doing that. I'm happy doing that. I've seen with my own eyes that you can market yourself in a way that's still, comfortable and safe and whatever else, but you can be a little shaky, you can be a little on the nose. And if that works for you, which it works for me, I don't see the harm in doing that. And as you said, it's like these guys are also wrestling in their undies too. So why are the girls getting the flack because we have cleavage or we have a booty when the guys are wrestling in their undies with no shirt on, and they've been doing that since the dawn of time? In my opinion, I think why women get some flack for what they post on Instagram or for having OnlyFans or for anything like that is because the men are angry that they can't do that. And guys obviously can have OnlyFans, but I think they get angry that they don't get as many likes as we do because the content that we are putting out there is getting engagement. And in 2024, it's all about engagement, likes, quick videos, clips, clickbait. Like, that's what it is. They're doing that at WWE. They're doing that at AEW. They're doing that at the UFC. Like, any giant corporation is understanding that social media is like the way forward. And if you can take that and apply that to your own brand in your own personal way and monetize that, you know, it doesn't have to be sexy, but if it can be sexy and it works for you and it makes you feel good and you make money, like, do it. Who gives a shit?
And I feel like also a big difference in what makes people mad is that you're in control of it. It's one thing when a corporation is sexualizing you, but it's another thing when you're capitalizing it, and that's empowering. So I think you're a great example to a lot of women in the industry. And piggybacking of that, do you have like fans coming up to you and telling you that you helped them with their like self-esteem? And can you tell us a heartwarming story about that?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of fans come up to me that, like, female fans which is crazy because I'm only 27 years old, but I have girls come up to me that say they started training to wrestle because they saw me. And like, that is like the ultimate compliment because I remember the girls that I looked up to and my heroes, and I got into wrestling and started training because I saw them. So now I can be that for the next wave of girls coming through. Like, that makes me feel really good.
Oh, I love that. That's amazing. And I hope you achieve everything. I hope you keep growing, keep getting bigger, bigger and bigger. And thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.